Hello and welcome to the program. Recently, the roundtable called Women in the Energy Sector Challenges and Opportunities has been held in Kyiv. So what challenges do women face in this sphere and how to tackle them? To discuss this, we are joined in the studio today by Robyn, Project Manager for the USAID Energy Security Project. Hello and thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
So, first, the roundtable was prepared by USAID Energy Security Project and Women Energy Club of Ukraine. Why adding this gender factor into this roundtable?
Let me just start by saying that the Energy Security Project is an initiative by the U.S. Agency for International Development to help deliver in Ukraine, to help Ukraine achieve affordable, reliable, resilient, and secure energy. And research shows that that as women are involved in leadership, as women are involved in companies, the companies are more successful and more profitable. And so we know this is a big goal for our project. I should say it's a 5-year project, $85 million, ambitious effort to help Ukraine achieve its goals in the energy sector. And we simply can't do it if women are not at the table and active participants.
So, would you say it's challenging in a society like Ukraine, who tends, let's face it, to have certain prejudices about women in power? What are the challenge here, the main challenge you're facing?
That's a good question. I think in Ukraine, and not just in Ukraine, I think in many places, there are stereotypes of things that women can do and things that men are better at. But I think we know that that's actually not true. If you get below the surface and you get past the stereotypes, I think you see that women are just as talented, women are just as capable in all sectors of the economy and including in the energy sector. And as I said before, if you don't have women at the table in equal measure, companies are not as profitable, companies are not as well performing.
Now, what are the benefits, the exact benefits, concrete benefits you told about? Profitable companies that the energy sector could benefit from maximizing women's involvement also in the highest ranks of government. So, on our project, one of the things on the Energy Security Project is we actually have a full-time gender specialist. And one of the things she's doing is helping us uncover what it is that's specific and unique and areas that we can and should focus on. And one of the things we're learning is that there are different management styles, typically between men and women. And do you have any example?
So women as leaders tend to be a little bit more flexible, a little bit more innovative, and open to new ideas. So for instance, in a management situation, you could make a decision and you could say, this is what we're doing. And it's an example, but perhaps a leader would say, this is what we're doing. If there's a female leader in the same situation, research shows in general, such a leader is more receptive to wait, there seems to be a problem. Let's go back, let's check our assumptions, let's ask some different people, let's get some new ideas and change our thinking. And that we're starting to understand that this is really helpful to a company and can result in success instead of disaster.
But would you say that maybe those approaches can be complementary?
Absolutely, absolutely. And I think what we are interested in seeing is it's not just women in leadership, it's not just men in leadership, but it's a recognition that when you have both sexes participating equally, the best decisions can be made, and the best decisions are made.
Now, what are the initiative, the more concrete initiative of this project? We talked about this gender specialist from the project in this direction of gender equality, proper gender equality on that work.
We're interested in, we're working to help specifically, I think, 2 areas, and that's just to increase the integration of women, not just women, but underrepresented groups in the energy sector. And we are looking also to increase the participation of women and underrepresented groups in technical areas and building their skills.
And then I think we're also trying to understand what it is we don't know. You know, we're trying to do a little bit more research and ask questions that haven't been asked and understand, are there specific problems or specific considerations that, that Ukraine should be conscious of as it's transforming its energy sector.
And are people willing to answer, I mean, easily to that kind of question? Are they aware that there are problems in Ukrainian society? What's your take on that?
I think that's part of what we're trying to do is just ask the question, and bring awareness to the fact that if you ask the question, maybe we don't know the answer.
Now, the USAID Energy Security Project was launched on February 14th, 2019. Like, can you tell us a little bit about this project itself, you know, about the funding and the people there?
Yeah, this is a 5-year project, and it's funded by the U.S. Agency for International Development with aid from the American people. And the goal is to work in the electricity sector, in the natural gas sector, and the district heating sector, and help to provide technical assistance maybe on understanding legislative reforms or regulatory processes, to provide training, to provide technical assistance. And one thing also is to provide mentorship for experts in the sector.
Now, and to conclude this interview, and we talked about the gender equality, we talked about the USAID Energy Project. On these two fronts, what's the next big step here?
Well, very exciting. So you mentioned that we had a roundtable yesterday, this Women in Energy panel. We co-hosted that with the Women's Energy Club of Ukraine. And part of the event was also signing a memorandum of understanding. And we're going to be cooperating with this Women's Energy Club to actually do some training and to help raise awareness of what women are already doing and some of the benefits of women if they're more involved, and also reaching out to youth and students and helping girls especially understand what some career paths are in the energy sector. And I'll say one more thing is we're also interested in doing some specific training for women working in conflict areas and helping them with support and training.
Now, just for the viewers to understand, how many women are working in the sector right now?
In the energy sector, it's Ukraine. It's about just less than 27% of workers in the energy sector are women, and that's a great number. It's actually slightly higher than the global average.
It's interesting.
But what we don't know, and what's not yet known, is what's the participation at management levels, or what's the participation of maybe administrative staff or service staff in the industry, as opposed to executives, decision makers, managers.
And so in general, you definitely see that number increase thanks to your project in the next year.
That's what we hope. That's what we hope. And working with the Women's Energy Club of Ukraine as well.
Well, thank you very much for this overview. It was a pleasure to have you in the studio today to talk about this project. That was Robyn, project manager for the USAID Energy Security Project. Thank you for watching the program, and stay tuned for the rest.